something called the radial body, how literally we are manufacturing our hologram individually and collectively through our breathing, through the in-breath and out-breath, because we are moving frequency literally into and out of manifestation through our body vehicles. Our body vehicles are actually very high-powered conscious machines, and not machines that are just made of metal that you can throw away when you're done with, but conscious living machines that are, if they're fine-tuned, they're like the most beautiful clockwork you've ever seen. And that clockwork right now creates our manifest reality experience. When you really look at what's here, what you're dealing with all around you, every solid thing in the room, is a waveform. Even science knows this when they take things down to the subatomic level. They've realized that things are just little things like quarks and groups of electrons and things sticking together that on the outside appear as matter, but on the inside they're different. Some are particles, some are waves, some behave as waves and particles depending on the day. There's a lot of strange things already that have been discovered in contemporary science, not even ET science, but contemporary science, that supports the reality of holographic manifestation. It's going to be a while before that becomes the popular thing that your kid's going to learn when they go to school in public school or anything, but it is the basic nature of reality. The holographic template starts with simply what we call units of the consciousness of God Source. Now, primal substance. This is the substance out of which anything is made. What is this stuff? Well, it's obviously energy, but what is energy? What we teach is that energy is consciousness, and consciousness is energy. Consciousness is a substance. It is a substance that takes on the form of waveforms. They can be standing waves or moving waves, but the templates upon which density or matter manifestation occurs are standing waveforms. A standing wave is called a scalar standing wave. It holds a fixed point in a grid with many others, and there are very specific mathematical relationships and geometrical relationships between the positioning of these standing columns of waveforms. Now, standing waves oscillate and vibrate. The way we describe that in these teachings is oscillation is when they actually flash on and you would see them, and vibrate is when they flash off. So you have, imagine a sphere covered with light bulbs. They're not moving, but they flash on and off at different rhythms. When they flash on and off at different rhythms, it can appear that they are moving. If you watch lights around a marquee, you can see how they can make it look like the lights are actually running around, but they're not. The lights are just flashing off and on. The templates upon which matter is built are very much like this, but they're not light bulbs. They're literally consciousness in the form of energy that interacts in very specific ways and at very specific angles with other units of like kind and some of opposite kind. There is a whole structure to the way reality is built. It is not haphazard. It is not just a big bang happened and all of a sudden things started to organize themselves. There are big bangs, and the big bangs are a result of certain mechanics that have to do with the template beneath them. There is an order and an intelligence to the way the universe is structured. That order has, for ages, been referred to as the Christ. Not Christ, C-H-R-I-S-T, but Christ, K-R-I-S-T.